questions, anything about sheet metal, and making plaster ground for pretty large order of C boxes. As you can see there, got them all burned out, and we're ready to go ahead and make the plaster. There we go right now. Nothing but gears. More than give it a thumbs up if you guys can hear me all right. Got a pretty sweet setup here. Got an old shear. I don't know if I've shown you guys this before. Let me show you that. My grandpa and my dad converted this shear when I was a kid. A lot of them you'll see with a single cylinder on one side, but this one's got two pneumatic rams on either side. It's like a 4-foot stomp shear with 16 gauge capacity, so more than enough for me. So just made up all those C boxes for an order. We're going, I think it was Virginia, but got some scrap left over from stuff that I don't think I'll be using, so I'm going to make plaster ground out of the scrap here. So that's what we're doing. That's right now. But I am open to any questions. If anybody wants to see me, I don't know if my microphone is working here. Can I get a thumbs up if you guys can hear me? Thumbs down if you can't. Anybody? Thumbs up. Anybody in the chat? Ooh. That's going to be the poll. Let's start a poll there. So we are here. I'm here. Here to answer questions. Here to get through to the class. Here to do more than just cut stuff on the scrap. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I know the air compressor is probably a match. This isn't it. I gotta wear these. Alright. Whoever's watching, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if the camera angle's right. So right now, we're doing a pretty redundant job of just cutting scrap up into plaster ground so that we can fulfill this order for a guy in Virginia. And so I've got plenty of other things to fabricate. If you guys want to watch me fabricate a Y branch or want to see me complete one of these, I'm all game. So now I'm just going to keep going with this. You can get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. let me know. One second, I'm gonna grab my gloves over here. Can somebody tell me if they can hear me and hear me well? These things are supposed to have a microphone on them, and I'm supposed to be able to block out the noise canceling, or supposed to block out the air compressor, but I don't know if that's ridiculously obnoxious playing in the background, or if you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just being a weirdo. So, this has been somewhat busy lately. It's been kind of swamped with orders, kind of all over the place. Still got the onesie, twosie types of orders that are coming in. Some folks are ordering 90 of the same thing. I don't complain about either one of them because I can certainly keep busy. And the idea here on the YouTube channel is to keep people engaged, keep people involved with what's going on in the shop. Realistically, one of my ideas, I think, is to have people watch their own topics get manufactured. So, thinking about setting up just a full-on live stream of the shop. And I don't know how I do this. Maybe some of you guys that are video creators or whatever could tell me how, but have it to where in the queue or like in a subtitle or something, you can have it say like what order you're working on, where it's going, who it's for, and then people can literally log in and watch their orders being made or watching a certain thing get made. I don't know. Maybe a dumb idea. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. So bring some range of accountability and also trust, I guess, for people that want to know that their orders are actually being worked on in somewhat of a timely manner. Because I know that's often a question. People are like, you actually, I know my wife always asks that. What are you doing down there? Are you working? Yeah, I'm working. You always got something to do. Yeah, let's see. All right. You should get StreamYard to allow guests. Okay. It lets you pin comments with order numbers. Ah, I knew if I asked the right question, somebody would know. Thanks a lot, Josh. I'll check that out. StreamYard. I'm just getting back into the whole YouTube thing. I did it a long time ago just to get organic search on to my website, and then I just got so busy I couldn't do the YouTube thing and fill orders. And in the meantime, I've moved from California up to Oregon. That was in 2016, and then so you'll see a big gap maybe in a lot of my YouTube videos. They have a free version for StreamYard. Sweet. Check that out, man. Very cool. Do I do any ductwork stuff? Yes, man. You want to see? See what we got? I could do. I gotta make a Y branch. You want to see me make a Y branch? But I'll show you the shop real quick. We've been setting up some other machines and stuff. Let me get you up there. So, making the plaster ground for these. These are going to be C boxes. So basically, they're all burnt out. They're 14 by 14 by 8, and then I just got to run them, bend them up on the box and pan there. Got them all broke up off the 10-footer and that kind of stuff. But here I know I've got to make a few of these. So I was wondering if anybody wants to see that. Make this one with the 664. Turn this on. Go over to the roller. So this is going to be a 664 Y branch. Okay? Not super interesting, but maybe. Maybe for some folks. So here's the kind of like my spot welding and rolling area. So basically I'm able to make any size Y branch. But the ones that sell the most I make in bulk. So this is the body of a 664 Y branch, okay? This is going to be the 4-inch that's coming off of it. All right. So who knows how well this is set up right now. But turn on the cooler for the spot welder. And we'll go ahead and roll this bad boy up. Got a brand new roller. It's pretty sweet. It's a 10 knocker. So let's see if this is, if I remember correctly. It's kind of, you got to go by feel. You don't really know how much it's going to roll until you roll it. That wasn't tight enough. So it rolls somewhat loose down here, and then as you go down further, it will roll a little tighter. I don't want to go too tight yet. Tighten this thing. You're with me? Sweet. You're with me. You gather. How's it sound? You're a music guy, it looks like. Sound all right? Or is it like super loud noises in the back? Okay, so here's the body, right? We can go ahead and spot weld this bad boy together, and they'll give us the body of it. Scoot you over here. So this is just a spot welder. It does a little spot weld and holds our Y branches and our stuff together. Some people use rivets, but I like the spot welder. Good. That sounds good. All right. So there's the body. We're going to do the branch now. Okay. And I'll have to do the stream here. Figure out this camera angle thing as I go. All right. So there's our 4-inch branch. All right. That's what's going to be connected inside of that. So we'll go ahead and spot weld this together, and then we're going to run a bead and crimp on some things here. So this is just basically 2 copper tips that come together and pinch, and it creates these little welds, right? All right, things might get a little bumpy going over this path. Now we'll set up, go through the bead and the crimper. So on the beads, I kind of come out here. I like to have 2 different machines because it makes it where I don't have to change these dies back and forth. Because that one runs a bead on it. This one's going to run a crimp on it. So they're virtually the same machine, just with 2 different dies. And do 2 different functions. So I don't have to keep changing the rolls back and forth. Or have to run a bunch of them. Okay, there's our crimp, right? The branch. Here's our body. I'm going to run a bead on both sides of this, but only a crimp on one side because of the airflow. Okay. Check that out. Feed on both sides. Now I can always tell by the egg shape which side I'm going to crimp. So it's kind of, see, that's kind of an oval. So the egg, top of the egg, I'm going to crimp on a regular Y. On a reverse flow Y, you would do the bottom, and then you wouldn't crimp that branch piece as well. All right. So now the question is, I need to do all the ductwork from my house, flat roof, no attic. So this is helpful. Oh, cool. What part of the country do you live in? Just out of curiosity for your question. So that's going into there, right? How do we do that? Well, let's go to the easy edge. It's not exactly the easiest. I'm in Kern County, California. Hey, I'm from California. I grew up in a little town called Rio Vista, and moved to Vacaville. Then I moved up to Oregon, where my wife's family's from. Okay, so the raw edge. So Kern County, I think, I'm trying to remember where that is. I don't exactly know. But near Sacramento or like Sierras? Or where is that? Anyway, you can run it. It's probably not in the Sierras if you got a flat roof. I at least hope not. You know, if you're dealing with a lot of snow on the roof. Bakersfield. Sweet. Okay, so you're hot. Hot area. So if you're going to run, I'd run rooftop ducts. I'd have somebody do rooftop ducts. If not, nothing else, depending on how many square foot your house is, I don't like to push. Yeah, deserts. I don't like to push the split systems because of the indoor air quality issues that you end up having with split systems. But if you do a makeup air unit on the roof or a whole house fan or a filtration system, then that would probably be your best bet, especially in that area. But I can't believe you're in the desert with no AC. You probably got some window units, huh? I hope so. Bakersfield. White Yoakum country, man. He's the man. All right. So I just made a couple little snips. See that? Now they got a little tabs on them on the inside. So what we're gonna do is this has a separate die in it. I like doing this by hand because then the machine doesn't get running away on you. And then you just kind of, a man and his art. You got to figure out how far over to bend those. So now it's got that little ledge on it, right? And 1, 2. Okay, down in the center of the house. I'm gonna throw the air handle in the garage and push air into the house along the ceiling. Air in the garage, okay. House along the ceiling. Stop it. Stop it, air. Yeah. Good. Sounds like you got it figured out. Yeah, if you got ductwork needs, let me know. Especially if you want to do like different size rectangular. You don't have to run round. You can do rectangular. It's more efficient as far as airflow. And then it'd be easy to really get close on those. Like you could run a 3 1/4 by 10. Usually handles like a 6-inch round. Then your soffits aren't so big if you're dealing with a lot of if you're dealing with a lot of if you're dealing with a low ceiling space. There it is. That's how it goes in, right? Boom, boom. And it's still got to get a little hammered the size. But see there on the inside, smooth, kind of smooth. So pardon me if it gets loud now, but this is how I get it. I get them kind of conformed to the right shape. That needs to be bolted down at some point. Then when I take these bad boys, man, if every single one of these took me this long to make, I wouldn't make any money. At least I got somebody to talk to. So now we take it back over to the spot welder. Spot weld this in, and we're set. Gave the air compressor a little bit of time to catch up too. Mostly window units. That must stink for power bill. Well, you want to do your own. See how many square foot, how many square feet are you cooling? Almost done. There it is. 664. Oh, you're gone. All right. Well, I think that about does it for this live session. 20 minutes. Yeah. Good. Fun. Real. It's fun, but it wasn't real fun. See you on the next one, guys. Hope you had fun. Oh, are you back, Josh? I keep saying that there's one person in here and they leave. All right. Anything else you want to see? Any other questions before I take off? I'm gonna get really good. All right. Catch you later.